Our region was the birthplace of the modern oil and gas industry, along with alternating current and commercial nuclear energy, among other things. And we're home to more than 1,700 energy employers. For Carnegie Mellon University, it's all just a launching point to develop the solutions to the energy challenges of the future. The university's broken ground on a new energy institute at a time when our region is shaping up to be not just an energy center, but a center of rebirth in the petrochemical industry as well. Dr. Andy Gellman is a professor of chemical engineering at Carnegie Mellon and associate director of the new Energy Institute. And welcome, good to have you here.
Thank you very much. Pleased to be here.
Yeah, congratulations. Big weekend over at Carnegie Mellon.
Everybody's very excited. We opened the Institute on the weekend, groundbreaking on a new building. That's always an important thing in any university.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously a big investment in the future and in the thinking of Carnegie Mellon around energy, although, golly, it seems nowadays every time I turn around, a university is announcing, some university somewhere is announcing some new energy initiative. So what do you think is really going to set you apart?
Well, I think you're right that virtually every university in this country and probably around the planet has an energy initiative underway. Our energy initiative actually goes back quite a long ways. I mean, it's well before last weekend. We've had energy research at Carnegie Mellon for decades. There's been work in electricity, there's been work in environmental impacts, there's been very technical work on energy production and energy consumption, a lot of work on energy policy, and really it's decades of work that are coming together in the form of this institute. And the institute, I think, will be able to differentiate itself from a lot of the other initiatives around the country, largely because Carnegie Mellon is particularly good at thinking about systems of big scope. So the energy infrastructure in this country is an enormously complicated beast. There are technical components to it, there are policy components to it, there's the need for public education to learn about energy. And CMU historically has been very good about taking a holistic view to problems like this, and especially the ability to integrate technology with policy, because nothing happens without Washington really helping to make it happen when it needs to, or business making it happen.
So is that how a guy from chemical engineering wound up in the middle, wound up as part of the leadership of the Energy Institute, that sort of cross-disciplinary thinking?
A wee bit. I became engaged in energy research probably half a dozen years ago when Carnegie Mellon helped establish a relationship with the local Department of Energy National Laboratory, the NETL. And at that time we created a research enterprise with NETL as a partner, and including Pitt and West Virginia. That's now expanded to include Penn State and Virginia Tech, and it's a very robust research enterprise. It was very much initially a technical research enterprise, and that's how somebody like myself became involved. But what we are starting now at Carnegie Mellon involves not just the technical side of the energy problem, but the policy side. And so the director of the new Scott Institute for Energy Innovation is Granger Morgan, who's a professor in our Department of Engineering and Public Policy.
Pittsburgh a natural place to be doing all of this these days?
Pittsburgh's always been a great place to do most things. I think it's particularly interesting right now because of the opportunities around the Marcellus Shale that you know about, and I'm sure most of your viewers would know about. The Marcellus Shale, has its proponents and people who are not so happy with the opportunities, but the opportunities are enormous, not just to get more energy out of the ground in the form of natural gas, but to use it as a platform for developing much more valuable chemical industries, production of polymers and things like that. So in that sense, this is a great place to be doing what we're doing right now.
So only about 30 seconds left, but a new building is going to be part of this. What's sort of the time frame going forward to get this institute up and running, and then also to have a physical home for it?
Well, the groundbreaking was on Saturday. We have the institute effectively running. We've been working on the administration of it, getting people and faculty involved. The building itself is probably about 2.5 years out before we get to move into the new space. But we've got space to use in the interim.
Really exciting. Good to see once again Carnegie Mellon and our region pushing the edge when it comes to energy innovation.
We're doing well.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And when we return, it may not be lead into gold, but a local company has invented a way to turn renewable wood chips into a rival for coal. Stay with us.